Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to The Corner. It's your loyal and faithful host, giving you a portion of the spiritual food that Dad made so we could be both strong. You and I can be both strong in our battles, daily battles, walking on that narrow trail for our salvation with Christ. Glory be to the Father inside. Saturday, July 2nd, 2022, and I got three main chapters for you today. It's Psalms, Psalms 57, Luke 4, and John 10. Psalms 59, pardon me. Psalms 59, Luke 4, and John 10. Luke 4 has referential scripture that Christ used when he was battling Satan. So I got Deuteronomy 6 and 8, Psalms 91, or 82 and 91, and Isaiah 6, 58 and 61. So I'm going to do Old Testament stuff first, and then we'll cut into the New. So this will be a multi-part video for today. Hopefully you guys had a great day or winding down from a great day. If you like what this channel stands for, subscribe, hit the notification bell, like if you want to, comment if you want to, but most importantly, share. Share the good word so everybody can be exposed to it and receive its power, receive the goodness from it, see that it is good, you know. I read from the Common English Translation of the Bible. You'll find that in other translations, other edifying biblical studies in the YouVersion app. You can find that in the App Store or Google Play. So let's get started. We're going to start with Deuteronomy chapter 6. Deuteronomy 6. Now these are the commandments, the regulations, and the case laws that the Lord your God commanded me to teach you to follow in the land you are entering to possess, so that you will fear the Lord your God by keeping all his regulations and his commandments that I am commanding you, both you and your sons and daughters, all the days of your life, and so that you will lengthen your life. Listen to them, Israel. Follow them carefully so that things will go well for you, so that you will continue to multiply, exactly as the Lord your ancestors God promised you, in a land full of milk and honey. Israel, listen. Our God is the Lord, only the Lord. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your being, and all your strength. These words that I'm commanding you today must always be on your minds. Recite them to your children. Talk about them when you're sitting around at your house, and when you're out and about. You're lying down, and when you're getting up. Tie them on your hand as a sign. They should be on your forehead as a symbol. Write them on your house door frames and on your city gates. Now, once the Lord your God has brought you into the land that he swore to his ancestors, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give you a land that will be full of large and wonderful towns that you didn't build, houses stocked with all kinds of goods that you didn't stock, cisterns that you didn't make, vineyards and olive trees that you didn't plant, and you eat and get stuff. Watch yourself. Don't forget the Lord who brought you out of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. Revere the Lord your God. Serve him and take your solemn pledges in his name. Don't follow other gods, those gods of the people around you, because the Lord your God who is with you, and among you is a passionate God. The Lord your God's anger will burn against you, and he will wipe you off the fertile land. Don't test the Lord your God the way you frustrated him at Massah. You must carefully follow the Lord your God's commandments, along with the laws and regulations he has given you. Do what is right and good in the Lord's sight, so that things will go well for you, and so you will enter and take possession of the wonderful land that your Lord swore to your ancestors, and so that the Lord will drive out all your enemies from before you, just as he promised. In the future, your children will ask you, what is the meaning of these laws, or of the laws, the regulations, and the case laws that the Lord our God commanded you? Tell them, we were Pharaoh's slaves in Egypt, but the Lord brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Before our eyes, the Lord performed great and awesome deeds of power against Egypt, Pharaoh, and his entire dynasty. But the Lord brought us out from there so that he could bring us in, giving us the land that he swore to our ancestors. Then the Lord commanded us to perform all these regulations, revering the Lord our God, so that things go well for us always, and so we continue to live as we're doing right now. What's more, we will be considered righteous if we carefully do all this commandment before the Lord our God, just as he commanded us. It's Deuteronomy 6. It's just been brought to my attention. Let's do a little backtracking. I'm going to go to Exodus 13. Exodus 13, just because something was brought up to my attention. The Lord said to Moses, dedicate to me all your oldest children, each first offspring from any Israelite womb belongs to me, whether human or animal. Moses said to the people, remember this day, which is the day that you came out of Egypt, out of the place you were slaves, because the Lord acted with power to bring you out of there. No leavened bread may be eaten today in the month of Abib, which is March or April, named after the sun after the exile, just a FYI. Today in the month of Abib you are going to leave. The Lord will bring you to the land of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. It is the land that the Lord promised your ancestors to give to you, a land full of milk and honey. You should perform this ritual in this month. You must eat unleavened bread for 7 days. The seventh day is the festival to the Lord. Only unleavened bread should be eaten for 7 days. No leavened bread and no yeast should be seen among you in your whole country. You should explain to your child on that day, it's because of what the Lord did for me when I came out of Egypt. It will be a sign on your hand and a reminder on your forehead, so that you will often discuss the Lord's instruction. For the Lord brought you out of Egypt with great power, so you should follow this regulation at its appointed time every year. When the Lord brings you into the land of the Canaanites and give it to you as promised to you and your ancestors, you should set aside for the Lord whatever comes out of the womb first, or the first male born to your animals belong to the Lord. But every first male donkey you should ransom with a sheep. If you don't ransom it, you must break its neck. You should ransom every oldest male among your children. When in the future your child asks you, what does this mean? You should answer, the Lord brought us with great power out of Egypt, out of the place we were slaves. When Pharaoh refused to let us go, the Lord killed all the oldest offspring in the land of Egypt, from the oldest sons to the oldest male animals. This is why I offer to the Lord as a sacrifice every male that first comes out of the womb, but I ransom my oldest sons. It will be a sign on your hand and a symbol on your forehead that the Lord brought us out of Egypt with great power. When Pharaoh let the people go, God didn't lead them by the way of the land of the Philistines, even though that was the shorter route. God thought if the people have to fight and face war, they would run back to Egypt. So God led people by the roundabout way of the Red Sea, or Red Sea, desert. The Israelites went out of the land of Egypt ready for battle. Moses took with him Joseph's bones, just as Joseph had made Israel's sons promise when he said to them, when God takes care of you, you must carry my bones out of here with you. They set out from Succoth and camped at Etham on the edge of the desert. The Lord went in front of them during the day in a column of cloud to guide them, and at night in a column of lightning to give them light. This way they could travel during the day and night. The column of cloud during the day and the column of lightning at night never left its place in front of the people. It's Exodus 13. And this is the end of part 1. I'll be back with part 2 with Deuteronomy 8 and possibly Psalms 82 and 91. Listening to the corner with Eat Up. I'll be right back.